Hey, what's going on YouTube? Cole here bringing you another video. This time it's going to be the Halo 5 beta, and I'll actually be telling you my overall thoughts on how the game is in its current state. Obviously it's a beta, and it's more than a year out since the game actually releases, so it's pretty cool. I was actually in the early beta, obviously. The beta for everybody else that bought Master Chief Collection unlocks on the 29th of December. And then it goes, I want to say it's 3 weeks, which is pretty long for a beta. It's pretty awesome. So in the early beta, we only had 2 maps. So I have a lot of gameplay from 2 different maps. But I have some good footage. And the gameplay you're going to be watching here is on Empire, the map. And then I went something like 19-8, I think. Pretty good game. I have a lot more gameplays coming to you. A few of them I'm just going to upload just so you can watch gameplay of really good KD spreads and what have you. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, let's get down to it. So first of all, I'd like to say, hopefully you didn't mind all the clothes in the background. I'm packing to go on vacation, and so that house is kind of a mess right now. Definitely the office here. So, my thoughts overall, in one word, would be future. As in, the future is something, amazing in esports. Because the way it feels, and definitely all the rumors that I've been told, it's built for esports. They want it to be competitive. So could we see Halo as another MLG flagship again? No, because there's the HCS, which, that's totally different video. But anyways, I really, really enjoyed the beta. I would say almost as much as Americans Love Bacon. I mean, it's on that caliber. So the gameplay is really smooth. It's not blocky. You're not stuck in animations too much. Although I would say a lot of the assassinations take a little bit too long. They're cool and all, but for competitive wise, being stuck in an animation is not good. You're supposed to be able to avoid that by only tapping melee when you're behind somebody, but I've only tapped it and I still go into an assassination, and I think that should be changed. So it looks pretty without being too much. They're not like trying to go flashy or anything. It's clean. It has some ambiance in the background. It makes a scene. It gives you an environment, but it plays really well, and it doesn't play to where like it forces you to look at pretty things, and which kind of brings it back to them focusing on what matters, especially in a competitive scenario. Now, this will also be good for, casual gamers. It doesn't have to be esports and everything. If you're playing a first-person shooter, you're pretty much competitive anyways, and you'll enjoy this. I don't know, it feels like something is missing from my life. I've been searching for a while, and this is the answer. So the weapons are balanced. The kill time for a BR, DMR is roughly the same, definitely depending on your aim. I definitely enjoy the BR more than the DMR. I'm not entirely sure why. My shot with the BR is a little bit better, and a BR in the hands of myself feels kind of like Excalibur. A DMR in my hands feels more like just a large Claymore. Claymore sword, not the explosive. So medals in the game, when they pop up on your screen, they feel rewarding, especially with the great sounds that they come back, and then the Bruce Buffer-like announcer yelling, "Big Game Hunter," and perfect. Those are awesome to me. I will say a little bit later on I'd touch back on that for some changes. the clambering in the game. So what that is when you're jumping up to an edge, instead of just jumping on top of it, maybe the ledge is just a little bit too high out of your reach. If you continue holding A as you jump, you will vault yourself onto that platform. Now, if you play Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you know this because it does auto vaulting. If you're up next to a corner, it just jumps up anyways. So it's action based for the clambering in Halo 5 though, which I really like because it adds some skill to the moving mechanism there. So instead of, as you're moving about the map, you're not just auto vaulting and your movement continually quick, but if you're mindful of what you're doing and you're able to do it, for instance, the map Truth, which is like the midship inspired map, you have to sprint, jump, boost, and then hold A as well to get into the windows in the red and blue base from top middle. So a lot of people aren't going to be able to do that. And when I first tried it, I was like, that's semi-awkward. So now, I have it down and I'm able to clamber up into that window, get a few shots off on the people in the corners hiding from top mid, and then I can jump back out to top mid. It works really well. So then we have the map designs. The maps seem balanced. Obviously I only have 2 maps to play so far, but there's open areas, there's areas to flank, there's main lanes, there's easy maneuverability to go from one side to the other as long as you know what you're looking for. On Empire, I can get from top snipe to bottom snipe in like 2 jumps. And that's, that is using the jump boost clamber. But there's certain ledges that you can jump to and you'll be across. So it really speeds up the game as well, which is going to really help with the overall gameplay. So I also enjoy the skill gap creation via the shield recharging mechanism. So in one of my other videos, I'm going to talk about, all the little small things about Halo 5 that you need to learn to understand the game in order to be better. So the shield mechanism is, there's a timer, a bar that's on the very top of your screen. It's thin, and as long as you are sprinting and you see that little red exclamation mark on the right, your shields will not recharge. So you're essentially just sitting there. You have to you can be moving and you can boost and it will not affect this timer. However, what happens is if you're sprinting, it stays full. So if you stop sprinting, you'll watch the bar go down, and the second it touches the bottom, your shields instantly start recharging. It is a gradual recharge. It's not an instant full, but it's a pretty quick refill of your shields. So as long as you can master that, you'll stay alive longer and you'll get longer streaks in the end. So now I'll go ahead and talk about a few dislikes, and you can't really say a whole lot because it's a beta. I mean, it is a year out and they're doing this, which is fantastic because it should be really, really polished by the time it releases. So I would just say a few tweaks that I'm looking forward to would be that the medals, when you receive 3 or 4 medals at once for killing, 1, 2, 3 guys, and all the medals are on your screen, only announce 1 or 2. I would say like the bigger ones. But instead there would be sometimes where you go on a streak, you get an extermination, and it's your 4th kill, blase, you do all these things at once, and it's a melee, and they will announce all of those medals, and that's 5 or 6 medals on 1 kill, and it gets to be a little bit much. You could also move those medals off to the left-hand side of the screen instead of the middle. The SMG needs a little bit more balancing. It used to be really, really overpowered, according to sources previously. It is a little bit better. I don't think it's too overpowered, but I mean, I guess it serves its purpose too, because if you're up close and you're against the SMG is going to destroy you. It rips. And one more thing I would say is the glitchy kill cam. We should definitely get that fixed out. If you go to skip your kill cam, it kind of goes to a black screen, and then like it's just a little glitchy. Anywho, so in conclusion, I am inappropriately excited about this game and what it will be bringing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you leave a like, a comment, and maybe even subscribe because I love you, and I will see you guys on the flip.
Minutes left.
Picked up the knife. Reloading. Cover me.
Hey, please click on one of the videos on the screen if you haven't seen them yet. I really appreciate it. Again, let me know if you like them, and remember, you are what dreams are made of.